It is morning number 2 here at the W Austin during South by Southwest Music. Our KGSR live broadcasts continue. A little bit later in the morning, we'll feature the Strumbellas and Churches, along with the young UK singer-songwriter Declan McKenna. But first, Aurora, welcome.
Thank you.
So, you just performed for us, and I also saw this in the Jimmy Fallon appearance the other night. You're a dancer. You're not just a singer-songwriter, but you are a dancer. There's a thing you got going on that maybe is a little different, dance-wise. Where does that come from?
Well, I have been dancing from the age of 6, and I stopped when I was 16 because my music career began. So I have been dancing for a long time. It's a really nice way of surviving, I think, because it's so nice to just move. And I can't sing without moving because I have so much to use to tell my stories.
Yeah, I mean, you're a storyteller. You're somebody who's clearly using music as therapy and as a release.
Yeah.
That comes from, when did you discover that this was a way to deal with your stuff?
Well, I was around 9 years old the first time I wrote the song. And I remember it being kind of like an answer or like an epiphany. You know, when you realize you have this amazing tool in life to move forward and to grow. And it was just one of the most amazing feelings to write a song. I didn't even know that it was a need I had to do, but when I first wrote the song, I just realized that this makes me so proud of myself and so happy, and so I don't know what I would have done without music.
When you've got songs that make you proud and happy just to have written them, I guess that gives you some power in performing them in front of people, right? I mean, it's got to be empowering to share those.
Well, yeah, it is. It's both very empowering and quite exhausting. It depends how sad the song is, but it's just it's nice to relive, you know, my own stories and my own memories, if you know what I mean, and it feels very nice to feel, and I feel a lot when I sing, so it's very it's like jumping into a cold, nice pool.
Speaking of, you grew up near water, a relatively small town in Norway. How does that influence the music?
I think it has influenced me a lot because I live an hour away from that city. I have to walk for 40 minutes to buy milk because I don't have a car or a bicycle. I should buy a bicycle though. But anyway.
You should buy a car.
Or a car, yes. But I live by the water, and I'm surrounded by lots of trees and mountains, and it's kind of like you would picture a fairy tale house, and I'm very lucky, and I'm very used to silence and open spaces, and you get so thoughtful when you sit in nature and you're alone with the bugs and with the small creatures, and you feel so big and so small at the same time. It's really inspiring. I think I try to bring nature into my music so people can have a piece of it.
That said, you're now on a path where it's going to be planes, trains, and automobiles all over the world. It's going to be tour buses. It's, you know, flying gig to gig. It's going to be a very different world than you grew up in. Is that exciting or is that nerve-wracking?
Well, it's both, because it's very exciting for me to, you know, the first time I was in London was after I was signed by my management mate, and I think I was 16, and I remember that there were so many, it was so strange, but so nice as well, because there were so many people, but people walk very quickly, especially in cities like London and New York. They walk very quickly and have this it's almost like a way that you have to learn to walk on the street, because if you walk more slowly than people will get mad at you for stopping the flow. It's like going against a stream of lovely fish, which is very strange. And you know, on the countryside, you say hi to people if you meet them on the street, and you say, "Have a nice day."
We do that in Texas. That's a
Yeah.
Texas thing.
But that's why I love Texas. I really like Texas, actually.
Yeah, I mean, in America, I mean, we do have that sense of urgency that I guess, you know, the city walking thing in our big cities. But have you gotten to see the contrast, you know, sort of the middle of the country versus New York and LA? Are these things that you're discovering and noting?
Well, I haven't yet, but I've been in Central Park, it's the closest thing you can get to space in New York.
That's fair, yeah.
Which is very beautiful. And I remember we were in Washington once, we've played a festival there, and then our hotel was a bit far away from the festival, and it was so beautiful there, and it was so nice, because we were quite tired, and I love to walk with my shoes off, and finally I could go for a long walk with no shoes, and I walked in the forest. And then I ended up crashing an Indian wedding, which was very strange. I just walked into a garden of some people, which was quite strange, but it was nice to walk.
Do you think maybe they noticed?
I think they did, because I was like, yes, I walked straight through they were like mingling and drinking champagne or something, and I was like wearing no shoes and in a very dirty dress, because I've been like rolling around in the dirt, as you do when you're a woman in Washington. But yeah, it was a very lovely day, at least, very strange, but it's nice to take off your shoes. You know, we need to take off our shoes sometimes, it's important.
If we had more time, we could take off our shoes.
Yes.
But we got places to be. She's Aurora. The album is called All My Demons, Greeting Me as a Friend, which in itself is a statement. And her South by Southwest is over, but you will come back.
Oh, yeah.
And this is going to be a lot of touring this year. You're ready for that? All right. She's ready. She's confident. That's Aurora. We're here at the W Austin Hotel, and we're going to bring you more updates using Facebook Live throughout the morning and throughout the rest of South by Southwest music.